Hello. How often do you feel you experience conflict? The reason I ask is I've witnessed quite a few incidents where people are expressing not necessarily anger but frustration, and for me at least that shows me they've got inner conflict going on. It'd be frustration, understandable the way things are at the moment. You've got so many things running through your mind. You've got, I get frustrated, I can't use this gimbal. There we are. Yeah, so you got frustrations, which leads to conflict, and then you get difference of opinions. One person believes they're right, the other person believes they're right. Well, I suppose they are from their own perspective. But think about this for a minute. Do people really question where their own hurts come from? Because quite often, with your hurts, you project them elsewhere, at someone else, once you're triggered. So if somebody triggers you, in some respects, that person that triggers you is potentially doing you a favour. Excuse me. Potentially doing you a favour, because they're highlighting points in life where your hurts coming to the surface. That could be from many years ago when you were younger, and then you get what they call the ego self comes forward, and that's your defender, your protector. So your younger self, believe it or not, the way I see it, your younger self still exists, because any of those hurts, using your timeline with your memory, when you use your hurts, you do that to display to someone how strong you are, how tough you are, potentially at least. If you think about it, are you showing how tough you are? I only say this because in the past, it's exactly what I've done. I've seen many people do it. But until you question it, these conflicts are going to happen probably at regular intervals. Because the universe will always give you an opportunity to understand things, to understand where your hurts lie and what needs healing. Definitely needs healing, because if you're not in a place of total awareness and peace within yourself, then there's work to be done, obviously. And there'll always be work to do. There's always healing to be done. The main point is, until we face it, these things are going to keep coming up. You're always going to have these moments. So it'll be different people, different times, but quite often it'll be the same root cause as to why. Yeah, one of the expressions is you kick off. But when you have these moments, what you're actually doing is you're showing the other person how much you're hurting, and they're showing you how much they're hurting, and then it becomes a contest of who's hurting the most and who's the strongest. Thing is, all that's happening is it's just a display of just trauma, pain, suffering, and whose ego is going to win the contest. But in reality, when you become aware of what's going on, you think, wait a minute, why am I acting like this? And you get those moments. That's when the real work can be done. So we'll try and take yourself back to when you first felt like that. So, it could be anything. For example, you can just be in traffic, for example. Someone cuts you up. Well, partly because you expected the other person to behave in a certain way, and they didn't. You didn't get angry, which is interesting because expectation on its own can be behind many moments of frustration. So you can simplify things literally by paying attention to what's going on within yourself. Because at the end of the day, you hurt yourself, you might hurt the feelings of the other person, but that's up to them to deal with that. Your main focus of attention can be literally on yourself. Why am I acting that way? It's a good place to start anyway. And the thing is, not one person has all the answers. I don't have all the answers. You know yourself. So start there first and foremost. And like with anything, it takes a lot of time. You should be patient with yourself. No one's perfect. I don't think you could ever reach that perfection point. Because there's always something to learn. Main thing is, understand what's going on. And you have all the answers in yourself. So I'll leave it there for now. This was supposed to be a 3-minute video, but never mind. I can go into this in more detail at a later date. Let me know if you like to watch longer videos, so I can probably go more into depth. Maybe even explain some of my experiences, because that's all they are at the end of the day, experiences. And once you understand they're just experiences, and it's an opportunity for us to grow from it, then better things can happen. But everything takes time. So give yourself time, and remember, you're amazing.